Hey, how are you? I'm Brad Sato with Siegel Distributing and BG Products. I'm here down at the Alsco Group here in Warminster, Pennsylvania. I wanted to talk about two of the products that we showcase to really solve some of the problems that we see with these modern emission-equipped high-pressure common rail diesels. Two of the common areas that we see problems is one in the ring area. The new low tension rings allow oil to really get in the burn chamber, and that's where we start seeing problems with the injector. Oil on the injectors, and when that oil gets into the burn chamber, it causes problems with the spray patterns on the injectors, and we also see oil getting into the exhaust area. And that's where we see the problems with the emissions, and that's why DPF cleanings and EGR cleanings are usually necessary. We'd like to prevent all that. These are the two primary products that we use to prevent that deposit formation in those critical areas causing power loss. It could be derate, fuel economy loss, increased emissions, but the idea is a little preventive maintenance can go a long way in some of the heavy repair that's required if some of these areas do clog. So simply, two products. One is our EPR product. This is a product that we use in the oil prior to the oil change. It is considered professional strength where we are trying to clean up the oil carboning on those piston rings. This is a good example of what we see. It doesn't take much to get oil to lose property to start sticking to hot metal, like the piston area that's extremely hot. And when that happens and we start seeing that clogging, we immediately see power loss. We see that compression loss can happen when we don't get a good seal between the ring and the cylinder wall. The other thing is we see oil getting into the burn chamber, and we see the crankcase pressure coming up, and that's where we'll see oil getting into the intake, which causes more problems with air-fuel ratio, power and performance, and also with that increase in emissions and that clogging in those critical areas. If we can keep this area clean, we usually stop a lot of the problems associated with oil in the burn chamber, oil in the intake, and oil into the exhaust. It's just a simple product that puts in before they do an oil change, and is really designed to clean that critical area. It's not so much considered an engine flush, but it stops the oil carboning, and that's usually where the oil starts to carbon up.